Hey guys, Mr. V here. How you doing? Wanted to come at you with a video. Haven't had one in a while. Thought of a good topic. Wanted to make sure I told you about it. Um, Guys, eighth grade, you're getting older. All right. It's becoming more and more important that you make good decisions in your life. Right. I mean, we've been making decisions since we were young. Like babies, right? We've been making decisions before we were even conscious of the fact that we were making decisions. But as you get older, it becomes more important, right? You're not just deciding like which snack you should have at lunch. You're starting to decide like which classes should I take and what friends should I continue to be friends with and what decision, some big stuff coming, decisions that will have an impact on your future. So I thought, let me help you out and give you a kind of decision making process or guide or whatever, something that you can use to help ensure that you're making good decisions. And we're all going to make mistakes. We're not always going to make the right decision. But I think if you are methodical in your decision making and you're thoughtful in how you make these decisions, I think you're going to be more likely to make good decisions. And that's really what we want to do. So I have some notes in front of me, and we'll go through them. I am going to show you or teach you the doodads method. That's right, I said doodads method. Okay, I know you like that. So doodads stands for, each letter stands for something. So let's start with the first one, D. All right, so that is about describing the facts. All right, what is the problem, right? Describe the facts of the problem. This is the time to kind of disassociate with the emotional component of the issue and focus on only what's true, right? What is the problem that you're dealing with? What is the dilemma? What is the problem, right? This isn't the time to talk about how it's making you feel or what you think the problem. What are the facts? That's all we're dealing with here. All right, describe the facts. The next one is O, options. This is where you're going to enter into like a brainstorming session, right? I want you to sit down, maybe with a piece of paper or a whiteboard, and just list out all the possible options, anything you could think of in terms of how to solve the problem, right? So you've identified the problem. Now you're brainstorming potential solutions to the problem, no matter how good or bad, right? And on that list, by the way, you should probably put do nothing because it's an option. May not be a good one. It may be. Who knows? I don't know what the problem is, but anything from doing nothing to all the other possible solutions, even if you know it's not a solution that you're going to pick, write it down, throw as many as you can on there, good or bad. All right, that's number two. So you've highlighted the problem based on facts. You've highlighted all the possible solutions that you can think of, right? And then the next one, D, is discuss. Okay. Now, I like this one because at this point in the process, it's a good idea, I think, to bring someone else into the fold, someone else who can help you with this. Of course, it should be someone trusted, someone that you trust with this private information, right? Somebody that has some experience. When I'm going through something difficult, I often do like to get the advice or the thoughts of other people, but I really like to find people who have been there, done that type of thing. And that doesn't mean that their experience is just like mine or that the solution that they picked is the one I should pick. But knowing that I'm speaking to someone who's been there and come out the other side of it, uh, I feel like there's wisdom there, and I really want to know because that person, maybe they made the right choice. Maybe they made the wrong choice, but either way, there's going to be an opportunity for me to learn something uh, and use that as I think through what solution I'm going to pick, right? So I like to find someone who's got experience, maybe someone a little older than me who's been through it, and I find that that's helpful. And when you bring this person into the fold, it's good to bring them in at this point because they can help go backwards. They can help and check over your brainstorming list of solutions to see if you might have missed something, right? Maybe they have an idea that you didn't think of, right? Or they can help propel you into the next phase of the decision making process, which is analyze. All right. So you and that person could now take a look down your pros and cons, down your list of possible solutions, and you can analyze the list, right? Analyze each one, pros and cons. Okay, so if I choose this, do nothing, right? What are the pros and cons of this? Well, the pro is I avoid an awkward situation. I avoid a confrontation. A con might be it doesn't change the situation, right? And you go through every one of the possible solutions that you've created and you come up with pros and cons for each one. You might also ask yourself, who does this affect? If I choose this, who does this impact? Oh, if I choose to do this, it impacts me, but you know what? It also impacts this person in a negative way, and I don't know that I want to do that, right? Our decisions as we get older, we start to realize they don't only impact us, they oftentimes impact the people around us as well. And also, how does this line up with the way you were raised, your value system, your core beliefs? Is it moral? Is it ethical, the choice that you're thinking about choosing, right? Um, so these are really good things to think about at this point. And also, it might be during this point where you might say to yourself, I know what I need to pick. I know the right choice, but right? I know I need to do this, but, right? What is that but? What's the thing that's preventing you from making what you already know is the right choice, right? And then analyze that. Oh, I know the right choice, but I know if I make this, if I make this choice, it's gonna make my parents happy. I don't want to give them the pleasure of knowing that they were right. See, like you might come to that thought process and then realize, you know what? That's not a good reason to avoid making the right choice, right? So it's during the analyze phase that you might go through that. Next is decide, right? Make a decision. You got to at this point. You've highlighted the facts of the issue. You've brainstormed a million ideas of solutions. You've brought a trusted person into the mix. You've gone through each solution, pros and cons, decided who it's going to impact and how. You've decided if this solution lines up with your core belief system. Now it's time to pick one and go with it. And I think the key here is once you pick one, commit to it. Just commit to it and do it. And then that's really it. I think the one thing I'd add afterwards is like a reflection piece at some point after you've made the decision, after the dust settles and the decision has been made and any ramifications to that decision have happened, you might just take a look back and say, okay, it appears that may have not been the right decision, or maybe it was the right decision. Where did I go wrong? What might have influenced my decision in a positive or negative way? And just learn from it. And, that could be a valuable step. So that's it, guys. Doodads method right there. Tell your friends. I hope it helps everybody. If you have any questions about it, you know how to find me. Always appreciate your support. Check out some of my other videos if you haven't already. And until the next time, stay motivated, everyone.